Yes, hello. This is a response to jaylove and also to Choco Model, I believe his name is. I'm not very sure. But it's in response to the whole issue of the self-hatred in the African American community. Expressed very poignantly, I might add, about the denial that exists in our community when it comes to lack of self-acceptance. I have to say that I totally agree with his discourse and his arguments because they are real. And I really cannot say that I am a person who does not embrace my African heritage or my African look. I wear my turbans for spiritual reasons, but I very much have locks. So I have my hair in the natural state. I really was offended at the idea that someone would consider a darker skinned woman as being able to bring forth tar babies. I feel that that attitude is very antiquated in its simulation, and that we now have a level of consciousness based on the movement of so much information in our culture about the history of Africans and where we come from. Our skin is the defining quality that makes us as beautiful as we are. And I don't really agree with Choco Model when he says that we will never be a superior race. I believe that it's not even about being superior or inferior. Just about people who can have the ability to set a trend, if you will, for lack of a better word. And if we look in society, we will see that African Americans, as well as people of color from around the globe, primarily African people of color from around the globe, have been trendsetters from the onset. I mean, there are countless depictions and countless stories and even records of just things that we have done that has touched the entire world. We've had some very popular people come out of our race of people that have done some very powerful things. And so I don't agree that we are inferior or people do not take us seriously. I think that they take us very seriously and they study us more than we realize. So I can't say that we are inferior and we're not looked upon with a certain level of respect. I mean, if we look in hip-hop culture today, we will see the enormity and the revenue that has come out of that particular culture and how it has shocked the world. So we can go from here to Africa, to Australia, to Russia, to Poland, to Greenland, to to Amsterdam, to Europe, to all over the globe, and people are aware of rap music. People are aware of what hip-hop culture is all about. I really don't know how someone could be college educated and claim that they are and not see the vast potential and just the beauty in our culture, period. I mean, it's just about a vibe that you have. It's just an energy that you have. I don't think it's about, well, I'm going to be with a light-skinned woman or a white woman so I can have a mixed race child. I believe that it should be about, I'm going to be with a woman who has consciousness, a woman who fears the Lord, a woman who knows herself, a woman who could stand up and understand vibrations, interpret energies. I mean, we as a people on a whole are going to a new level now. So it won't even be about skin color as we move forward. What it will really be about is who is spiritually aware and who is bright and who can use their energy in a positive way to attract what they need, and who is positive and who is giving. So I just have to totally disagree. I feel that the young man chocolate model is just very, I don't know, I think you're just like, and I'm not putting you down, I mean, because I don't know what your situation is and I don't know what life you've led, but I just know that, you need to really rethink your perspective, and you can start by just learning your history. I could recommend to you a book, They Came Before Columbus by Ivan von Sertima. It's an older edition, but it's very good in covering the history of Black people across the globe as well as in America. And so you could then draw a reference from reading maybe and updating yourself in terms of who we are, so that maybe your mentality could embrace a new format of thinking, if you will, because I believe that that format that you have right now lacking some essential pieces in order to give you a more holistic perspective, if you will, of who we are and what we're about, and for you to even maybe come up into a better idea and appreciation for your race would be excellent. It would definitely be growth and movement for you, and I think that your comfort level in terms of yourself and how you relate to your world would even increase, and you would find that maybe you even become somewhat more positive, praising the Lord, because the way we think about ourselves brings positivity into our life. And so if we're walking around hating on ourselves and saying, well, I'm not light enough, I'm not cute enough, I'm not beautiful enough, it's going to reflect into our outer destiny and our potential. Amen. So what we want to do is we want to try to upgrade ourselves then into a more potential and holistic way in which we can find meaning in the way that God has made us and use it to enhance ourselves, not to put ourselves down. Amen. And so I just had to really say that. Thank you.